Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're doing awesome. I just went on a short, small break because it was my birthday and celebrated with my family. And I'm just back and all set to start my week with the work that I do. So I had a session scheduled for today, and then it was a gifted session, and the person just messaged me that he won't be able to make it because of some reasons, unavoidable reasons, and so we had to reschedule it again. I came back from my trip and then saw all these pollution notices, like in Delhi, it's like really, really high level of pollution and people are struggling. My son's school is closed today. At the back, you can see the portrait of my son. It's a handmade portrait. And amidst all of this cancellation, pollution, all of this, I was like really pissed off. And I was thinking, we live our life amidst excuses, right? And then we talk about it, we make it bigger, and then give up at some point. And hence we live a life that is not created by us, but that is defined by the excuses and circumstances that is there in place. And I refuse to live a life like this. And my work with my clients is that not to let oneself succumb to the circumstances, but rise up against the circumstances and create a life that you want to live, that you are proud of, that you would be happily, joyously living it. And how do you do that? The first thing is, how do you do that is not to make your excuses too big than your possibilities. You are creative. You can figure out some ways to deal with that. I don't know how. I don't know what you're going to do with that. But if you shift your focus from the gap, the excuses, to the possibilities, that this is what I'm going to create no matter what, then you will see the possibilities. Trust me on that. And because we don't do it, we live our life in excuses. I mean, I have lived my life in excuses. Initially, as a child, I had my own excuses. Then as I grew up, as a teenager, I had my excuses. As a, mother, I had my excuses, my circumstances. And then let's be honest. What is the excuse that you're living with? What is the excuse that you are holding on to so that you don't have to get to that possibility zone to create something? I mean, we all hold excuses. And as a result of which, our creations doesn't happen and we create the same experience of life again and again, again and again. If you have to break through from this pattern, you have to be willing to create something beyond what looks possible in your zone. And to create that, you have to first let go of those things and then look into something new, a newer perspective, a newer way of looking at things. And then, of course, there'll be breakdown. There is going to be breakdown because you're creating something new. And that is the point when you will have the maximum urge to give up, when you break down, because you're creating something new. If you don't give up during that period, the breakdown period, you will then move to the breakthrough that's going to change your life for good. I have this, impulses wherein I feel like giving up many times, especially in days like when you get the meetings cancelled, the sessions cancelled, when things don't work out as per what you had thought of, then you really want to get back to your comfort zone, the things that worked for you. But then remember, if you move back to that box, you're going to create the same experiences of life that you have been doing, and that's the easiest thing to do. But to create a new experience of life, you have to be willing to sit in that discomfort, willing to be in that mess, and then come out of it. That's when you can create a life. So my invitation to you today is to ask yourself this question: what is the excuse that I'm holding on to not create the breakthrough in my life? And when you know that, ask yourself another question: am I willing to let it go so that I can create a possibility, a new possibility which I haven't experienced? Remember, life is beautiful and you create it and make it. I'm not talking about the vacations that we take. I'm not talking about that 1 month break that you take from your life and then do some stuff to make yourself feel happy and then come back to, the messier thing that you're in. I'm talking about living a life, authentic life, a joyous life, every moment, in and out, without the excuses, but your commitment to live it. All right, that's all for today. And until next, take care, stay safe, and most importantly, live your life. All right, bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye. Take care.